Plus, are you fed up of rain yet? Well, I hate to say it, there's more to come, but at least this weekend there should be a few drier spells. I'll have the full forecast here on Breakfast.
I don't know what Matt is going to show us this morning. Oh, you're going to show us a lot. What's going on there?
Yep, it's Weather Watchers. Good morning, by the way.
Morning.
Weather Watcher images from in and around Aberdeen. Each one last 15 days. What's missing?
Sunshine. Rainbows.
Completely correct. Sunshine.
Joy.
No sunshine here for the last 15 days. Can you believe it?
It's like one of those things you have to do when you're...
Computers, when you have to identify.
Where's the motorcycle?
Are you human?
Exactly. Sorry. Yeah, very true. But no, it's sunshine that's missing. You won't be able to find it on here anyway. But yes, Aberdeen has not seen sunshine for the last 15 days. A new record for them. They've been sunless for the longest spell than they've had in at least, well, nearly 70 years worth of records. Now, compare that with what's been happening on the northwest of Scotland, because here we've actually had no rain at all. The sunshine has been coming and going, and it hasn't rained for 18 days. I think some of us would dream of that at the moment. Some of you, of course, it's been raining every day since the start of the year, and little change through today. So
we need to find out what's going on with the weather, and there's a lot of water in Matt's forecasts today.
There has been over the last few weeks, hasn't there?
Yeah. Is it going to change?
More to come, I'm afraid. There might be some changes from the end of next week a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, very good morning to... yeah, this is the view in Henley yesterday afternoon, a swollen River Thames. Hardly surprising given the amount of rain. So let me just remind you how many flood warnings are across the UK right now. Got around 70 across Scotland and England in these sort of areas, the bulk of which actually down across parts of Hampshire, Dorset and also into Somerset. Got some coastal warnings out across Yorkshire as well, thanks to those brisk easterly winds that have been affecting us. One little crumb of comfort if you're about to head out this morning. It's not as windy as it was, and it's not quite as chilly. Temperature's just up a little bit. But
JJ, first of all, we're loving that backdrop. Can you show us round a bit? I'm not sure what we can see from where you are that's relevant, apart from snow, obviously, which is a big start.
Well, it is a big start because the first thing that you've noticed is there's a lot of snow here. A couple of days ago, we had about 10 inches worth of snowfall, which, believe it or not, is not that common for a Winter Olympics. The last few that we've been at, there's always been the talk of manufactured snow and all that sort of stuff, but not that issue here. Basically, over my shoulder up on this mountain range here, you've got the the women's alpine events will be happening there. Just about a stone's throw in this direction over here. Right in amongst this sort of sleepy town of Cortina, we've got the curling, which is already underway, and we've got the sliding centre just a little bit over my left shoulder here as well. And again, the practice runs are well and truly underway for that. As I say, this place, it's a sleepy little mountain town, but there's a bit of a sense of anticipation that the world is peering in, watching, and could arrive at any moment.
It looks marvellous. JJ, thank you. You've set the scene.
no sun. Very good morning to you. Yeah, these are 15 Weather Watcher images from in and around Aberdeen, each one from the last 15 days. No sunshine on it, and that's because Aberdeen is currently experiencing its longest sunless spell since records began nearly 17 years ago. Incredibly dull, set to continue through today as well.
Even you sound weary saying cold, wet, grey.
I need a break now. I need something different.
End of next week.
Looking a bit colder, but potentially a little bit drier. We will see.
There you go. You've got a break. Thanks, Matt.
Anyway, very good morning. So let's turn attention to something that I think many of us will have our eyes on over the coming days, and that's the Winter Olympics. Here, scenes in Cortina, one of the venues where, at last, over the past few weeks, we've had some snowfall, which was starting to worry organisers because it'd been a fairly barren start to winter in terms of snow. But some more to come on and off, I think, over the next few days. But for the opening ceremony itself, yesterday was pretty grim in Milan. Lots of rain around, very murky too. But the sun should break through today. Temperatures 13 degrees, probably feeling rather tropical compared to what we've had of late and compared to what is in the mountains. The cloud, though, that was there in Milan through yesterday, well, it's going to be shifting away. But notice where that extends into. That's to us here in the UK. But for those Scottish fans heading off to Rome in search of some sunshine, I'm afraid to say, for the Six Nations match, there will be some thundery downpours here and, yes, still some rain at times at Twickenham.
So, again, I think the hope is that these discussions could lead to a framework for future negotiations to keep this diplomatic opportunity still on the table.
You go for the moment, thank you. Matt, what with all this rainy weather, how nice for you to have that picture taken this morning?
Indeed, this morning.
Look at that.
And this is the person who said there's no sunshine around.
I didn't say there's no sunshine. I said Aberdeen has not had any sun for 18 days. So they're probably looking at this with a little bit of envy at the moment. Very good morning. Yeah, this is Shetland. Just a short while ago, in the last half hour, blue skies overhead. I think many of us need that at the moment. The rain has been pretty relentless, and I hate to say it, for the vast majority, again today, more rain to come across the country with a bit of hill snow still in the north, although those snow levels rising as temperatures lift a touch compared with recent days.
Hi, Ben. Thank you. There's a bit of respite, actually, across the south of England into South Wales from all of that wet weather we've seen recently. A bit of blue sky here, recorded in Devon by one of our weather watchers.
I'm sorry, Alison, once again, it's not great news, but we have had some glimmers of hope this morning. Now, this was earlier on first thing, quite a murky start. Can't see the top of the buildings at Canary Wharf, but kind of middle part of the day, this happened. The clouds broke. We had glimpses of this, if you can remember what it is. It's blue sky with a little bit of sunshine.
Hi, thank you, Ben. It remains unsettled this weekend. Just a quick look ahead. There'll be more rain and further showers at times. Sunday, probably the nicer looking day of the two, with some brighter skies, a little bit drier, and it will feel a touch milder as well. That's the good news. But of course, it's all about the rain. And if we just take a look at the pressure chart of Europe, you can see why we're getting so much wet weather. So fueled by a very strong jet stream, a lot of low pressure systems out in the Atlantic. Very stormy again this weekend across Spain and Portugal. That storm Marta, these are all blocked by this large area of high pressure across the far northeast. So nowhere for these low pressure systems to go other than across the UK and of course sweeping through the Mediterranean, which means that across northern Italy for the next few days of the Winter Olympics.
Hello, good evening. This relentless wet weather is really becoming tedious, isn't it? And I'm sorry to say there is yet more to come.
Well, the weather had a familiar feeling today, didn't it? Grey skies, outbreaks of rain. Where have we seen that before? Of course, our weather pattern has been stuck in a rut now for several weeks. In Aboyne in Aberdeenshire, we had nearly 4 times the average rainfall last month. This month, we're not even a week into February, and we're already 1.5 times the February average.
Heading into the weekend, people are hoping for a dry weekend.
They're hoping. Yes, we're all hoping, but sadly, I don't think that hope is going to get us very far. It was another very wet day today. This is what the weekend is looking like. I'll go into a bit more detail shortly, but on the whole, it is going to stay rather wet. Outbreaks of rain, further showers, but on the bright side, or not so bright side, it's mild. And it is a little bit drier on Sunday, just a little bit. I'm not saying completely dry, but a little bit. Now, this was earlier on this morning. Really murky conditions at Canary Wharf. Low cloud base, also some mist and some murk and some drizzle. But a few hours afterwards, this happened also at Canary Wharf. A rainbow, which meant the sun came out momentarily. And within a shower, we had a rainbow. So there was a little bit of hope this afternoon, glimpses of sunshine.
Hi there, good evening. There were some brighter skies for some of us today, but in general, the unsettled theme continues through this weekend. So there's more wet weather to come in the forecast, showers, longer spells of rain.
And I'm in the Cambridge University Botanic Garden, where all the plants at least are loving all this rain. Will it continue for the weekend? I'll give you all the details a little later in the programme.
Becky's over at the Cambridge University Botanic Gardens. Is it still raining? I can't quite see, or has it finally stopped?
It's still raining. I mean, to the point where I could record a forecast and then take a week off. It is that consistent at their own. I suggested it, they said no. Anyway, I'm not going to be building an ark yet, but I can imagine that people would be tempted to, because it's been so incredibly wet to the point that will it ever stop raining is actually trending on the internet at the moment. And it's easy to see why. Because, of course, it's been endless. And the reason for it is actually really straightforward. Have a look at what's going on. You can see that sort of animated line, that is how we're drawing the jet stream at the moment. So the jet stream is like this kind of conveyor belt of fast-moving air right up in the upper atmosphere, and it's firing across rain-bearing low-pressure systems at the UK. And then if you look to the east of us, you can see we've got a big area of high pressure, and that is actually stopping those rain-bearing systems from moving away quickly. So like all unwelcome house guests, they're fast to arrive and slow to leave, and we're getting a build-up of rain. But it's not all bad. Now, it's a low bar here, but I am trying to find the positives in all of this, and that is the garden. The garden is really enjoying all of this at the moment. Here at the beautiful Cambridge University Botanic Gardens, all of this rain is saturating the ground and really setting us up for the most glorious spring when it actually arrives. And the lack of frost means that the blossom is going to be completely gorgeous and highly scented this year as well. And isn't it lovely to see those daffodils, which is a sign and a reminder that there's always something to smile about. Let's have a look now at the weekend forecast, which is not quite so cheerful. Let's have a look. So looking ahead then to the weekend, that's right, we do have some rain around, often quite cloudy as well. There will be spaces in between, but that rain with that pressure setup that we've just seen is never going to be too far away, really, for the foreseeable future, certainly for the next 7 to 10 days. So I admit it's a low bar, but at least we have now left solar winter, which means it's getting to be lighter during the day. The sun won't set before 5 o'clock between now and October. That's not too bad. Have a great weekend.
Ending on a positive note. Thanks very much, Becky. Well,